image technology screens. Now, individual may take this personally, but again, like I said, you kind of bought this on yourself. And you actually did buy it, put on yourself. You should have did much more testing with your product, which you did not do. And you felt the need to just slap things together and lie to your customers and tell them anything, or pretty much anybody comes across your site, you decide to lie to them and not be upfront and not be fair. So we all know for a fact you use a high-end projector. You have to count on the projector's contrast capabilities in order to produce some form of shade of black, which we saw that when you did the demonstration on the fake Extreme Black Widow. As I said before, if you had purchased the product 4 weeks ago, we didn't have it available, so I don't even know how that's even possible. So we already know already from the door. But more concerning is in that video demonstration, you did a lights out only. We know why you did lights out only, because even next to everyday black paint, there is no way in the world that gray paint would have ever pulled a contrast, and we know that already. So he had to choose to do a lights out because I told you before that gray screens have a really bad time picking up in fully lit environments, and especially with contrast levels. And majority of the demonstrations, which you'll see, has a track record a mile long showing him doing demonstrations constantly in the dark with this projector. So you lie to your customers. You tell them that this is the image you're going to get, and they're not going to get that image unless they have that projector. That's the only way. So you need to stop lying. Another thing too is he exposed himself yesterday pretty badly. As I said before, we knew for a long time, we did some testing against the Network Gray 773. We found out that it matched the product with no problem. And that conclusion came down to when we gave him the black and white paint challenge. That was for him to go in and to make black and white paint, which was his video to begin with, and to show that his product had nothing to do or didn't match, which he refused to do the demonstration. I started thinking to myself, if these guys are going to go that far in that direction, who's to say they might just show you everyday shelf screen house paint and try to hit it with a high-end projector in a dark environment, say, look, there's a difference. See, and that's why we needed to go to Sherwin and find a great paint that we felt that would come close to the products. We didn't know what we were buying. So when I contacted Sherwin, I said, hey, look, what do you got down there that's gray about this kind of color right here? And they said, we got something called Network Gray 773. And I said, okay, we'll take that. So that's what we did the test on. And lo and behold, it matched the Cinemax, it matched the personal mix, and it matched the Metallica mix. All three of them in the max out zone with no problem. Now, after requesting this to this individual to do the same test, we have to request them. They should do this automatically. No one requests us to do all these demonstrations and all these tests. We do them automatically because that's what you're supposed to do. But after his customer is pressuring him to do this demonstration, he finally breaks down and he does it. He presents a receipt. He presents doing the paint on demonstration onto the site on a piece of board, places it in front of his screen, and then he realizes that he made a very serious mistake because the screen was matching his product, and therefore that's where he went into these really nervous kind of tick kind of expressions where he was basically shifting back and forth. His hands were fidgeting. He was fidgeting his hands in front of the camera constantly all the time. Because I'm just trying to explain to you the history of why we got here, what a story for why we got here. So it clearly showed that he did acknowledge on camera, even though he went into a long story trying to say that it didn't match, but he knew it matched. So he went and he did this whole entire demonstration. And then after that, he did another demonstration. After that, so there were two of them. Now, how we found out these videos actually exist before we came down to this road, like I said, the individual had contacted my house trying to get verification to order a screen paint, which we've been advising them to buy directly from us, and don't buy from this and don't buy from that, buy directly from us, because they've never made a purchase through our website, and we have purchased from them many times. So with that being said, that's why he called in to get the verification, which he wouldn't have needed anyway. But all in all, he never ordered the product from us ever, not ever. Still hasn't ordered the product from ever, and we'll still be waiting for an official order to go through, not the demonstration you call yourself doing. That, again, we got a ton of laughs in the forum sites. Literally, people are looking at you. You're very desperate to fake a demonstration, and your timestamp is 4 weeks ago. That's pretty bad. But anyway, let's move on. So that's where we found the 2 videos. Now keep in mind, not only did we request for the Network Gray 773 videos, we also requested for him to do the digital and crystal screen paint, all 7 of them. They're free for anyone to make live on camera. They were never made, as we all know. So finding the videos, and then later on asking him to post that same video directly to his website for everybody to see. If he stands behind it, if he backs the product, it should be posted to his website. We got ours are posted to our website with no problem. Matter of fact, we got more than our fair share posted onto our website. So seeing if he could back it up. Went in, had a conversation directly to him on this website. All this is recorded, all this is documented. When I'm talking to you right now, everything's been documented. Had a conversation with them. Of course, as usual, he goes into these rants as he usually does. And we asked him to post the video directly to the site again, which again, he went into another rant. So we decided to track down the original video because we have our narrated. It talks about all the mistakes and things he was doing in the video. We wanted the actual video itself clean without us talking on it. Let's send it over to him. We go look up the video. What's the title? We go search for it on YouTube. It doesn't pop up. It's not there. We can't find it. We go in and we see a second video. And we notice that the second video is bearing the title of the first video, which would have had him walking on camera. So that doesn't look right. Something's not right there. Right after that, no sooner than we go to click, and I'll put the video below so you can see where we clicked on that particular video. Also, that video automatically went into private by the owner, which means Fernando or Jamie Fernando Gonzalez or Co 1176 was in his YouTube channel trying to get rid of that video as fast as possible. Now, the problem we have here and what he has to acknowledge now is that this is a video that you claimed backed your product. You got on YouTube, you did all this talking and discussing about how I was completely wrong and how our tests were false. Now this was fake and how we didn't have a real Cinemax. Well, we had a real Cinemax down here. We had it down here. And it did the exact same thing it did in your demonstration. And not only that, the fact that you have acknowledged and fully acknowledged that we were right 100%, because you went in and not only got rid of the original video, removed it, but you also removed both videos. You tried to hide them. If you're backing something up and you have evidence that basically can clear your name, you don't delete the evidence. You don't get rid of it. That's the one thing that helps you in the situation that you're in. But everyone could see that the paint was matching. Everybody could see that. And like I said, usually people who are going through that, they'll go to friends, they'll go to family, and they'll go, hey, look, do you think this matches, so and so and so? And I'm pretty sure your friends and family, probably even your own wife, told you that they look the same to me. And I'm pretty sure you went into your whole trying to convince them there were 2 different things: the hue, the color, the lightness, the brightness, all that stuff. I'm pretty sure. But what we needed you to do is to realize it for yourself. And the only way to get you to realize it for yourself was to request for you to post it directly to your website. You don't understand how business works, my friend. You don't. There is, my father, sorry, Taco, we have to say this, more than one way to skin a cat. We can get you to acknowledge that your product doesn't work. Very easy. We'll get you to post it to your website. If you can back your product, you post it to your site. Anything, any video, anything I've done, anything I display, I demonstrate it. I can post it to my site. I got videos. I just found out I got 7,000 something video demonstrations. Didn't realize I had that many. But that's how many video demonstrations I have done on test products, on just about anything you can possibly name on. So I can back my work. The problem is you can't back your work. So the problem what got you into this situation you're in now is the fact that anybody that doesn't like you, I'm not the person that don't like you. At the end of the day, I forgive you for the things that you do, but I'm still going to make your product. I'm making your product better than what it is because, again, you have not only given me, but you've given everybody else who may want to basically give you some competition. We don't consider you to be competition at the end of the day. My stuff we have in here can blow yourself out with no problem. If I decide to go back into making great screen paints, I can blow yourself clean out of the water with no problem. But that's not my field. That's not what I'm into. That's not my interest. I'm making this to show you exactly what I can do. But anybody else, that's what you're going to have to worry about. Anybody else that's making a great screen paint product, that's what you're going to have to worry about because you basically demonstrated that your product, your best product, the Cinemax, matched an everyday shelf paint, which is extremely dangerous because a shelf paint doesn't require any black. It doesn't require any silver or glitter or anything special. The everyday customer can go in and take it off the shelf and do the same thing you just did in your demonstration now. And anybody else who has any skills at making screen paints, that makes it dangerous because they can go, all I have to do is add a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they got a product better than yours. You match the base of a house paint. Do you understand what you just did? So if anybody asks just a little bit of black, a little bit of silver, a little bit of this, that, and the other, they got your product. They got a better product than yours, which we're doing right now. Now, in the description, you will notice there's an ingredients there. I didn't get a chance to post it yesterday because of some things we had to do. We posted in both demonstrations. That is the ingredients for the half and half. Now, as I explained it, if you are doing a gallon, I showed you how to make a quart, but you're better off making a gallon. You come off, you're going to have to spend, and this is for those of you who want a little bit more to the paint. So a half and half is basically what most people do is they drop a couple of tablespoons or scoops of silver. Again, I told you will not see this at all, period. You have to do a half and half. You have to have enough of the silver there for it to even show. So half of that container, whatever container you choose, has to be half. If you're doing a gallon, then you're going to take out 64 ounces, which is 2 quarts out of that gallon of the Network Gray 773, and you're going to put in 2 quarts of the PPG, which I found out that's the Metallica silver tone. That's what you're going to have to add in there to get that perfect half and half blend where you can see that silver along with the paint you're putting in there. The silver you get from over at Lowe's. Just ask for extra fine silver for walls or ceilings. They got it right over there. You can't miss it. It's hanging right on the rack. You want to put 1/4 of that into a quart. If you're doing a gallon, you put 4 of those in. For every one that you put into a quart, that's what you multiply by 4 for a gallon. If you're doing the scoops and you do 1 scoop per quart, then you put 4 into a gallon. If you put 3, then you put 12 into a gallon. That's how it's done. Now, the scoops, I wouldn't put no more, from what I've seen on the tone on his product, I would put no more than probably anywhere from 1 would be the minimum and 3 would be the maximum. Anything like that, you can experiment and have a little fun with it. The black on it, it's only designed as a toner. It adjusts the screen's contrast or how well the white levels or when the colors are going to pop. That's what the toner is. And for those of you who may not want to do the more advanced version of it, and you just basically want to just do something simple, you know, then you just go out and just buy the paint off the shelf and paint it on your wall. It did the exact same thing in the video. So, you know, you're not really going to mess it up in any way whatsoever. And if he comes up there and he says, well, it's not the same thing, it's different. Nah, not really, buddy. Again, you couldn't back it up yourself, which means you got rid of videos that pretty much were there that you made to back your product, and you got rid of them. And everyone saw the stream. If you didn't see it, I'll put it below where you can see the link where we're having the conversation, and we go in and we click on the video and it disappears. Also, too, we can't find the original video. We can't find it. And I sit there and I type to him, where is the original video? And he just comes back with more insults. That's the original video. That's the one you can't find. That's one he removed. And there's another one we posted also too at the bottom that also went missing. So if he has acknowledged this, if he will not put this on his site in any way whatsoever, he already knows that he wants you or anybody else not to come to his site and see that video, because that would persuade the decision of basically buying his product or just going to Sherwin-Williams and getting it. Now, I'm pretty sure, Fernando, your naysayers are in this room, and they'll be popping in and out of video after we post it to look at that ingredients, and they will make that. These are the same people that you think have your back. They don't. The thing you don't know about business is pretty interesting. It is. It's interesting on who you do business with and who you don't do business with. You really can't trust everybody in business, and you can't. You have to know your limitations on who you do business with and who you don't. If your individual friends are exactly like you and they do the same dirty tactics as you, these are the same people that will basically stab you clean in the back without mercy, and they're going to make that product, they're going to rename it, and they're going to go against you. Your own enemies are sitting at your table, smiling and eating that fatty calf and staring right at you, waiting for your downfall. And your downfall has came yesterday. So after what they just seen already, I'm surprised they're not even already working on something already. You think they're going to be loyal to you? Nah. Every last one of your crow boys, if they think the same way you do on a regular basis, they're going to do the exact same thing against you. They're already thinking about putting a little coin in their pocket right now. And I'm the one that's going to start the fire, because I'm going to make the first one. And if you want to take this and you want to make this and put it against your own product, the ingredients is right there. You can make it today. And if you change or alter anything in it, we will know. Everybody will know, because everybody has the ingredients. In order for you to prove that you made it correctly, you're going to have to make it live on camera for everybody to see. And everybody's going to have the ingredients, so there's no way around it. Now, I already know from the door, if you wouldn't post it to your website, you're definitely not going to post that to your website. And when you have time, take the time to go to my website and order the screen paint, not the 4 weeks ago product that didn't exist. Get the real thing from us. I'll be waiting for your order today. All right, let's go through. We showed you, we got some new videos we posted to the black site. We got like something like 4,000 hits that hit our site. Google gave us the alert, like a lot of hits hit the site. Guess where they're at? Some were on the front page, marketplace, majority were on the blacklist. Going through looking through the stuff we found on you. Around you people, this was only 2 days. I couldn't imagine the other stuff he has on this site that must be out of this world. So, that right there, if you don't know, that is the first video that went missing on Crow. Actually, not the first one. We actually a couple that went missing. This is the black and white paint challenge. This is a video we found on him making paint out of black and white. This is when he used to give products away for free. Now, if he ever argues that and says, no, that's not me, I don't give products away for free. Yes, you did. This is what's called the Metallica mix. So the Frankenstein originally wasn't your first screen paint, because if it was, it would have been free. Boy, you just tell people anything you think they want to hear at the end of the day. Boy, I bet you, I have got to see it when an officer pulls you over. Boy, the lies you must tell at the end of the day. Could you pass a poly? I don't think you could pass a poly. The Frankenstein is a complete scam paint. And I told you before, when we got it here, it matched the screen paint that we had over here that was supposed to be the Frankenstein mix, which the Frankenstein mix doesn't even match the screen paint from 5 years back. But at 5 years back, when we placed the order, the verification under the Frankenstein matched the paint from 5 years back. And 5 years back, even in the recording, we can clearly hear you say at 143 that the Frankenstein was ambient light rejection. That was 5 years back. Now it's not ambient light rejection. You charge more money for it. On top of that, we have a receipt from an active shopping cart of a black Frankenstein that doesn't even exist, which we'll be posting those receipts. Also, too, we've been posting the fake verification numbers. Yeah, we caught Crow in a picture showing off a fake verification number. It was actually going the opposite direction, and the one he's shown in the video is now going in this direction. We haven't got started on the slideshow. Your receipts will be coming up next. We have a slideshow for all your receipts, showing you, talking about your products, the best of the best. You can back your products. Well, we don't think you can. So this is a demonstration you can watch. We've asked him to make this demonstration to prove that his products weren't black and white paint. We give everybody enough time. He refused to do the video demonstration. All right, fine, we'll do it. We went and picked up a quart of black paint. We picked up some everyday basic white paint. We made 3 of his screen paint products just from $40 worth of paint. We made the UV mix, Metallica mix, and we made the personal mix. And mind you, one of the paints was shipped over from a customer who purchased directly from him. The UV mix, that's when he delivered that one to us intact, no problems whatsoever. And we were able to make that one easily. Now, when the UV mix got here, and you'll see the containers, we have them down below doing the comparison between the UV mix and the Frankenstein. They're only off by 1 slight shade. If we can make the UV mix, we can make the Frankenstein. I'm not going to post the ingredients on how to make that. Now, if you want to challenge me on it, if you want to open up that Pandora's box and ask me and test me, then I will. It would be your regret. Remember, you would have asked for it. So as you can see, that's Crow right there. Minus the tattoos, no tattoos. And you'll see him right there in the video making a black and white paint mixture. And you can say that's not, yeah, that's you. You see that painting in the background? That painting shows up. I don't know what that painting is to you, but it shows up in a lot of your demonstrations. But that's you right there. Now, that's when he used to make screen paints for free. He started selling them because his excuse was it was costing him too much money to give them away for free. Actually, it wouldn't have cost you money to give it away for free. That's a lie, and I'll tell you why. All you would have to do is make that first one showing them how to make it, like we're going to be making right now. Well, not right now. We get the ingredients here, and then after that, it's up to the customer to make it. We just got to make it one time. That's it. Post the ingredients, and they can make it as many times as they want. So if you notice, he's putting in 2 scoops of black paint into the white. Now, what did we do in this demonstration? Well, that's supposed to be the Metallica mix. We used it to match the personal mix because I was curious in this demonstration, would this match the personal mix, a complete different paint? It matched perfectly. When you have time, you can check out the video on the blacklist. You'll love it, trust me. All right, let's come out of here. Let's go over to some more evidence we have on Crow. Now, keep in mind, you can only end up on the blacklist unless we have evidence against you. Hardcore evidence. This is where we did the test of the Network Gray 773, and this is the video of crows that went missing that nobody can't seem to find. Now, if you do happen to bring that video back online to try to say, look, I never got rid of it, again, we have a recording of the videos missing. But if you decide to bring it back online, take that and post it directly to your website. Both of them now. Put both of them on your website. But this is one of the tests that we did, and this is the test. As you can see, it's matching quite nicely. If you want to check out that video, it's right there for you. This right here are 2 videos we did on the black and white screen paint mixture over top. This is where we made his product. We made the UV mix right there. That's for the UV mix, and that is the new mix, Metallica mix, that we had shipped in by a customer. You don't want to talk about that one. He definitely doesn't want to talk about that one, but that was shipped in by a customer. He didn't know who that person was. So we made your product here and here with no problem using the black and white tutorial, which you refuse to do. Down here is the screenshots of the video that no one can seem to find. And like I said, if you do happen to, post it again, bring it back up, or pull it out of private, or wherever you got it at in your YouTube archives, we would appreciate if you take that video and post it directly to your site, both of them. Just because you dig it up to just try to prove me wrong by saying, oh, I never got rid of it, I never deleted it. Buddy, the video's not there. We went looking for it and couldn't find it. So it just gone 1 minute and just pops up the next. No, YouTube videos don't work that way. They're there, they're there. They're not, they're not. That's how it works. So when you finally decide to try to prove me wrong by saying I never got rid of it, when you bring them up, then you put them to your website right from the door. Because if I track them down and I find those videos, or my people find those videos, we're going to request for you to put them on the site, which you will not do, which means the videos will go missing again. And you don't want to repeat that over and over again. So you're just best, if you got rid of them, just leave them going. So this is where he got up on camera, and he just explained to his heart desire that they didn't match. I was wrong. He's debunking me. He's doing this, he's doing that, just to get rid of the videos. Do you see the slippery slope you just traveled down? When we had the Cinemax here from a customer, you ranted and carried on about that. The labels aren't real, the labels aren't faked. And the very labels that you complain about are the very labels that are sitting on your containers right now on your website. You complained about the Cinemax not matching your product. There's your Cinemax, it matched your product. And if you stood behind this video 100%, you wouldn't have gotten rid of it. So there you go, people. Look at this. All right. Let's come down from here from the slideshow. This is Crow losing PayPal claims. Not good. When you lose a claim against PayPal, even PayPal can see through your nonsense. So he signed this package being the best of the best, put your name on it. Inside that package is a black Cinemax. Then he tried to convince PayPal that basically that it always came in black. We all know it never came in black, but PayPal saw through your nonsense and you lost, and they won and decided in our favor, and you lost for committing fraud. That would be the, well, yeah, that's the first time we've got them sending us something that's not real. All right, so we lost that claim. Your shipping policy is a scam, straight up scam, with unbelievable. Now here we got a product that's leaking, paint's leaking all over the place. Over here with the Frankenstein, we got a product that isn't what it was described to be. Underneath his policy, which states if an item lands on your property, it is clearly yours. It's right there stated. And some of the shopping carts, there is no policies. There's really, it's kind of mixed up in there. So, but getting down to the policy, yeah, once it lands on your property, it's yours. PayPal will look at that and you will win automatically from the door, because even to them, that is pretty scammy. That is designed for him to keep your product. So we got one product here, now that's described, which he sent us black paint. And we have another product that basically isn't the right color. Yeah, and you signed your name to the package at that. So we use this on form sites for warning people not to buy from you, because they may get their money taken from them. And we also have the transcripts of PayPal of basically you trying to state that the product's in black and white. Keep in mind, the minute you file a complaint against this fellow, he is going to try to use every dirty tactic in the book. Over here, this is another package we got from you from a customer. You didn't even notice what's coming to us at all, period. And this container got here busted, paint leaking all over the place, not really enough paint to do an actual physical screen. But for us, we had enough. We didn't need much. I don't know why you shipped the customer a container that had a large hole in the side of it and you put a little bit of tape on it to cover it up. Now, if the customer wanted to go in and file a complaint through your website and basically look at your shipping return policy, it says once the product lands on your property, it's yours, regardless if the product is leaking, regardless if the item is the wrong color. He's trying to be a subjective to keep your money. But we got our money back. This one we kept. We didn't want our money back. We wanted the item because we got the actual item. So we were good with it. We didn't care. We had enough to paint of what we needed. All right, let's go over here. Crow's history. Side-by-side house paints versus Crow's screen paint mixes. Here we have, you did the exact same thing in the same demonstration of the deleted video right here. This is the video you got rid of. This is the video that went missing, that disappeared. Yeah, this one we wonder if it's still there. We dubbed this one. So in these videos, basically Crow does the exact same thing in this video. He comes in and says, look, it's off by a slight little hue of color. It's an off by a white. The white's a little ivory. This, he puts in these little things in there saying, yeah, but I can see this. No, everybody can see it all matches. Let's go to the bare silver screen, which clearly shows you walking out of Home Depot with a container of bare silver screen. Keep in mind the bare silver screen, if you ever had it before, is very, very light gray paint. He put it against a darker product, which means his screen paint would have pulled a little bit of a higher contrast. But if you would have put a couple of tablespoons of black paint into that bare silver screen, it would have matched your product, and you knew that. But still, it did a good enough job as matching your product. So let's go over to the shot you have here where you're doing the comparison. You tell me where in this comparison you're trying to convince people that your product is different from bare silver screen. This is bare silver screen. This is your product. This is why so many people are hitting the blacklist, because now they're seeing your pattern. You've been talking about, you've done this about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. He did the exact same thing on the Network Gray 773. He did the exact same thing on the gray screen versus the white screen. Same thing. And in the bamboozle video, which we're going to track down and find, basically you stated in there, you have never said on camera that your product was ambient light rejection, but yet in the Frankenstein, around 143, you did claim it being ambient light rejection. So you see how close that looks? Let me show you something else. Look at this. He's been scamming you for years, and we've been collecting all this information on you. And he's been scamming you for years. He sat right there on camera and tried to convince you that those are two different screen paints, just like he did with the Network Gray 773. But in this one became too much for him to handle, and he had no choice but to get rid of the videos. See what happens when you build things on a stack of cards? It just all comes tumbling down. You've been doing this for a long time. Then you buy these overpriced projectors, and you go in and go, look at the difference, look at the difference. No, the difference is coming from the projector. That's what it's coming from. Let's go over to this one. I'm going to show you something really interesting. Now, you see this shot right here with the apple? See that shot? I'm going to pause that right there. I want you to look at that right there. Now, this is the video he deleted off his account. Exact same video. He's been doing this back and forth for quite some time. There you go. That's from 2 years back. And this is previously. He's been doing the same bamboozle to you. This is a different projector he's using in this demonstration. Network Gray 773, bare silver screen. Both videos, he says the exact same thing. How it's a slight hue, how the color is off, how it's this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Let's have a look at the video that went missing. That's why you can't get mad and say that, oh, they took my paint. No, we didn't take your paint. Nobody took your paint. Your paint is house paint. Everybody has a right to it. It's house paint. And if you want to go on there and you want to rant and rage, well, we can make, go ahead. Knock yourself out. I'll look forward to you making my products. Go ahead. Because you can't do those dinky demonstrations that you're doing. You can't be in dark environments trying to show off contrast levels. We don't do that. You're going to have to be in a maxo zone. You want a few challenges on making my product? I'll give them to you. Challenges are basically considered to be our test results. We can send them over to you. I got 29 of them. I'll send them right to you, right over to you. I email them right to you. You have to do every single one of those live. If you can't do that on your own screen paint, you know darn well you can't pass it on ours. And you can't make a black screen paint to save your soul. Because we've seen your UV mix over here, and it was horrible. Very, very horrible. White levels were actually horrible on that product, so no. See all that talking he did on camera? Where's your video at? Nowhere to be found. So what you're looking at here, people, I hate to say it, this is your 100% official scammer. He got busted, he got caught, and he deleted his videos off his account. He marked them private, so you couldn't see him. He couldn't even post them to his website. And you still need to contact that church and show them that video, because you need to be honest with them. Of all people, you need to be honest with them. You do. You need to be honest with them. You don't steal from a church. You need to be honest with them. You need to show them this video. If you don't have a copy, if you got rid of it, feel free to take one of ours. We got 6 of them loaded up somewhere. And we busted them in another video below. The one where the gray screen versus his product versus a white screen. Yeah, he got busted in that one. He went in there, took a video that was 5 years back, changed it over, forgot to put the emojis in there, and we caught him on that one. Going in and changing out his videos to hide things. So you can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at anybody. Anybody who makes your product today, you can't get mad at them. Because the minute you did this demonstration, you just told everybody, hey, look, you can just go down to Sherwin Williams and get this and do the exact same thing. This is where he started getting really discouraged. He's taking the box and put it in front to block it. Look at that. If you're doing a demonstration, why are you blocking your screen? And the screen washed out. Right here. Right there, it washed out.
Very nervous. You see his eyes. What? He's going to do 2 things he should be doing in the demonstration.
Nervous. Everybody picked it up. He's real nervous.
Bad. That's a really bad. Look. You see his eyes. That's really bad.
If you play poker, you can pick it up.
You would not do well in poker.
I told you, you can see him. He's real nervous.
That's not good. This isn't going to do too well. Anybody watching this, and they basically see that Network Gray, and they decide to upgrade it, and you got your product.
Constantly looking from side to side. There's nothing on that side anywhere.
Watch, now look at this.
Getting up, blocking the string.
Never should have did that. Look at that. Look how crazy that's matching. This is the part that gets me right here. Now he comes back with a box. He takes the box and he sticks it right in front of the sample sheet that he's doing. Watch this. Why do you even have that there? Why are you putting that? Oh my goodness, man. It's so obvious. He's nervous as can be because he knows the paint match him.
He's nervous. That's why he's blocking it. Tapping the projector, knocking the projector over.
And correctly, because he's got his head in the shot now. First he put his whole body in the shot. Now he's got his whole head in the shot. Almost in the
Yeah. You can watch the video. We got it on the blacklist. Another video we busted them on. The benefits of a gray projection screen. Oh, great goodness. I tell you, it's endless. We had to expand the page. We literally had to expand the page to add in the rest of the videos. So in this one, you see it has the lights on. So we're watching the demonstration, I'm like, okay, it's got the lights on. He's going to do the demonstration with the lights on. It's pretty cool to watch. He turns the lights out. So everybody was watching the forum site was like, so what was the purpose of the lights being on to begin with if he just turned them off? I was like, I don't even know. I couldn't even answer that one. Can't answer that one. Why he turned out the lights. If you're going to do an ambient light rejection demonstration, you would have kept the lights on. Yeah, the commercial, that's on our end. So you can see with the lights on, the screen having an issue picking up. Look at that, it's washed out completely. You can't keep those lights on in the demonstration because the screen will wash out. So he goes, turns them off. Why did you have the lights on to begin with? If you're going to do an ambient light rejection demonstration, you don't turn the lights out, you keep the lights on. That doesn't make any sense. That's why everybody sat there in the forum site that was looking at it was like, wait a minute, what the freak did he just do? If you notice, my lights are on. I'm displaying 3 projection screens at the same time with the windows open. Now, you can't find this video. It doesn't exist. He got rid of it. He actually replaced it with something else and changed the title, but he forgot to add the emojis. We caught him, we busted him, we put it out there on blast. But you won't find that one. That is one called a benefit of a gray projection screen. You won't find it because he got rid of it. Down here, this is a new add-on. We add on to it, YouTuber Crow 1176 and Silent Wake 5 live caught committing fraud against our company. Over here, we have YouTuber Silent Wake 5 got caught with fake, receipts, fake email that doesn't even exist. On these videos, you will see him deleting videos off his YouTube channel, posts his face right next to receipts. He got busted on live and removed his videos directly off the site. Over here, we got Crow 1176 caught committing fraud on our website with an order. This one right here is the Frankenstein where he got caught committing fraud. This is the Frankenstein verification video. We actually did a recording of the product before we got down here. And then the recording clearly states, and even on PayPal got a chance to look through it, that the reason why we're making the recording before the product gets on here in fear that Crow will go in and change the color of the product and ship us down something completely different. Do you notice they don't match here and here? They don't match. But 5 years back on the Frankenstein, they're the exact same color. Yeah, you wanted to change that, and at the last minute, you wanted to commit a fraud and change the same color on your website so you can match it if we file a complaint against you through PayPal. But ahead of time, we did a verification recording on the product to make sure that when the product got here, it was exactly what you said it was going to be. And you lied in that one too and got busted. And also too, lost the PayPal claim again, which PayPal decided in our favor. And what happened to the product? Well, we threw it in the trash. So I got you committing fraud, couldn't back your product up as we wanted you to do, just back the product up. And we got the money back in our account and you lost your claim. And your product sits in a landfill somewhere. Oh, and that's the same color as the UV mix, which we have over here. We can make your product now. This is the Frankenstein scam. So in this video right here, Crow clearly states that the Frankenstein is ambient light rejection, but on his website, it doesn't claim to be ambient light rejection. So you took a product 5 years back that you did this ambient light rejection test on, remove that item out of it, which you never had it to begin with, and then charge your customers a little bit more money. I doubt this is the same price that you have. Let me see what this is right here. We got something running. I doubt this is the same price you had 5 years ago. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure your price has changed. I know we heard something in the background. There we go. So I doubt it's the same, and it's not. So as in this demonstration right here.
And contacted me a few minutes ago, and he was saying, hey, I'll need you to do a demonstration on that fake ambient light projection. We call it the Frankenstein scan paint. Now, we already went and filed a complaint with PayPal against them. We stated with PayPal, first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Kenneth Bird, my company is Crystal Ridge Technology Springs. And we ordered the Frankenstein to get it down. You're showing 2 different colors. Even messed up. The verification video we sent them to also shows that that video was made a day ago.
See what that page says? Not ambient light projection. That video over here says something different.
Get over on somebody. That's what you did.
Frankenstein and UV mix side by side.
Everybody knows on the planet that anytime,
which means you went in.
Anything you may have in your house is.
You went in and you changed that paint from probably putting a less 1 scoop of black paint into it, and then call it something different. They're exactly both the same thing. We can make them both. You're not doing it. This is just basically black and white paint. When we made the UB mix, it was black and white paint. This right here, Frankenstein, black and white paint.
Making something new or developing something new. So give you these updates and bulletins and demos and whatever, everything up front to say, hey, look, we're putting up this new product, and such and so and other. So we're getting a recording of this just in case if this video goes missing. Because
look at the color of the Frankenstein there, and look at the color of the container.
To the blacklist today.
And also, by the way, Crow, you see that picture in the background right there? That's the same picture in your black and white demonstration when you got caught making a screen paint product that was black and white paint. Telltale signs.
This is not the first time I've caught this edit. You cannot say it right here. I removed this painted with Frankenstein mix that I created. It's more like an Indian light projection paint that I have here. And I will be painting with this, showing you up here. You cannot say it right here. I removed this and painted with Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like an ambient light projection paint that I have here.
More like an ambient light projection paint. But on your web right here, clearly,
as you can see,
you got stated on the container that the Frankenstein is not ambient light projection. So the screen paints are definitely the wrong color, which we have over here. This one's supposed to be ambient light projection, which clearly is not. You pick and choose what you want. That's the color of your paint right there, which is exactly the same color on the website. Over here, you got another problem on your hands. Now, by yourself being slick and trying to give us a different color, you messed up because the color you gave us actually matches the UV mix. Which means we can make the UV mix. We know how to make it. The UV mix is 6 scoops of white paint into black paint. The Frankenstein you have there would be between 4 and 5, and we have your product. That's all we need. No more than that. 4 or 5 and we're done. That's it. We have your product that fast. Because you know it took 6 to make the UV. We knew that. But the Frankenstein's a little bit off. So between 4 and 5 scoops, and you got your new product that fast. Because you call yourself doing something slick. Usually the people who make these great screen paint products, there's only so much you can do with it. There's only so many scoops of black paint you can put into it. But we have that right there for you to watch. Here is the Sherwin-Williams Scam, the Scam Screen Paint Matching Everyday House Paint, Sherwin-Williams Network Gray 773. These are the videos that went missing that in live, in the middle of the, these two right here at the top, in the middle of a live recording, we caught not only Crow not posting the videos directly to his website, which he should have done, but the videos went missing. And both of the demonstrations, you will see us go in and click on the video, and the video automatically says this video has been marked private. He removed the video, knowing that he didn't want the video being seen anymore, or he didn't want the video, or maybe his customers or whoever is pressuring him to put it to his website, and he doesn't want to do it. So he got caught removing those. Now, at the bottom of this website, we will be posting the ingredients that you're finding right now in the video with the labels. If you decide you want to print out the labels and use them for yourself, we don't care. The bottom of it here next, we're going to move these 2 videos down. At the bottom here, we're going to put in where Crow basically faked his demonstration and review by doing a fake and fraud review of the Extreme Black Widow, showing concrete evidence that he claimed that he received this product from us, or whoever you received it from, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. And under our YouTube channel shows 4 weeks ago, we just made an announcement for the product. The product wasn't even available yet. So big question is, how did you get your hands on a product that at that particular time, we didn't know whether we were going to call it a superior elite or a superior elitist, or we're going to call it an Extreme Black Widow. We didn't even know what we're going to call it yet. And on top of that, it was still in testing. So if you show a batch number, we all know that's fake because the batch numbers were 2 weeks ago, and you got yours 4 weeks ago. If you say you got it from a customer, that also would be fake because we didn't ship them out, because again, 4 weeks ago, we would have had batch numbers and customers would have had them, and dates would have been 4 weeks ago, but they're not. So that's not going to work either. And you don't have a receipt and you don't have an order, so I don't know what the heck how you're going to try to explain that one, but that will be posted here along with the screenshots, the fake batch numbers, your receipts. I think the pictures of the receipts too. The receipts that you canceled out for the slideshow. And let me see what else we got to add to the black for this. And that's basically about it. So, when you get the time, be sure that you order the real product from us directly through the website, directly through me, so that way you can get yourself a real official batch number and you can have a real transaction receipt from us, and you'll have one and we will have one and we can display them together. And stop doing all this fake nonsense. All right, gotta go. The ingredients is posted below on how to make the advanced version of the new. We'll put the labels below in case you want to print them out. This will be their new Cinemax Network Gray SW773, 4K ready, free screen paint mix. On the back of it, we have a nice little label right there. Free screen paint mix, 1 coat, low contrast, because it doesn't do what he says it does. And it's not ambient light projection, 720p, 1080p, and 4K ready. So we'll have that today. We already have the ingredients for you to make, but we'll start doing some testing on that too. We're going to do much on it. We're just going to basically paint it and be done with it. That's basically about it. Pretty much what they do. And if he sits up there and he wants to cry about how that's not his product, well, again, you deleted the videos and marked privately and moved them off your account. You refused to post them to your website. You even refused to acknowledge that those are your videos. And those are the videos you did to try to back your product of not being Network Gray 773. But yeah, let's go check to make sure. If he did bring them back up again, and he does have them, then if you did bring them from your archives again, we expect to have that posted to your site today. So let's see if we can dig it up. What's this one? Over here. We got over here. Probably can just type it in and dig it right on up from there. We have to copy the whole thing from the video. We have the whole thing from the video from here. Next, let me see. I want to make sure we get the exact figures for T. I want to have when we're not doing anything correctly. So let me see what we have it here. Let's see. 2-inch projection screen. We're not even going to bother asking, but we might as well. You need to do it. You need to do the demonstration. That's all to it. You need to do the demonstration on the 200-inch screen. Do an official one. I said to buy 2 of them. You have to do a 200-inch and you have to do a 300-inch. That's what you stated on your website. And you're going to do that quart by quart and you're rolling it in. That's what you're going to do. You can find the video, we'll just type it down from here. Wait, we had it now. I think I gotta look this video up to see if we're not mistaken here. See if we did repost it again, we want to make sure we get another copy of it, or basically just go in and just 1 hour or less. That's me under digital one. There we go, we found it. That's what I was looking for. This is the title of the video. Okay, I want to bring in, let me see. I was about to say, I turned around and said, why the freak is my freaking living room so dark? And I forgot there's a screen laying dead up against her whatchamacallit in there. All right, let me get the figures. We need the exact video right here. Here it is right here. Pro Cinemax mix versus, yeah, we got it right there. Hey, what's up, Mr. Taco. Make sure we keep that on our bookmark next time. As for the rest of the ingredients, don't care about them. We're just going to do this one, and that's it. Because I really don't have the time to waste my time when you're done nonsense, and I really don't. But I'm going to expose you on this one right here. Now, as for your other so-called buddies that you consider to be your buddies, or they're going to stab you in the back like there's no tomorrow. I guarantee that one. They're already probably thinking about it right now. There's no such things as friends with trolls. Trolls and trolls are not really friends. They're really not. They'll stab each other in the back any chance they get. That's why I know that your people that support you don't support you. And I tell you why, because you do the dumbest things I've ever seen. And whoever's telling you or egging you to go on with this, they're not really your friends at the end of the day. Because the people I do business with don't do that. If I'm going too far into something, they'll tell me, hey, Ken, you need to back down a little bit, so and so and so. Yeah. But you, whew, man, what in the world? Friends like that, who needs enemies? 73. At and screen paint. Alright, so we got Crow Cinemax Mix versus SW Network Gray 773. Let's see if we can track this baby down. Let me see something real quick. What the exact time when the video shut down? This video shut down. There we go. Found it. At 17:45. That's where you shut your video down. Right there. Gotcha. This is right where he shut his video down. He got caught. He got busted. So the video we found that was missing, do you see this video right here? I'll pause right there. This video has the exact same title, real quick, as the original video, which shows him walking around on camera, walking around on camera and, displaying and painting the screen paint, showing the receipts. This video right here, this is not the same video. This is a different video. That would be the second one we found. So that didn't match. So which means he went in and removed the other video and gave this one the title of the first one to try to hide the other video, because it was pretty bad. It was very, very bad. Now that one you can see where he got really nervous. He started having some problems. He was putting objects in front of the camera. He was just going off in that video, knocking the camera over. It was pretty bad. So he replaced it with this one right here. And that's what we found out. And him realizing that we caught him, went in and did this when we clicked on the video. So we're at 17:30. I need to post at the bottom. 17:30 is where he removes the video. Pro removes the video at that time at 17:30. So let's go in and play it. On your channel, it doesn't exist. Where's that post? Got a video playing somewhere. That's not good. This is the only thing that's coming up, and it's still not doing you any good. It's still not helping you out, because in this video, the video unavailable. Oh, we can't make it up. We can't make it up. We can't make it up. Busted. You're a scammer. You're nothing more than a scammer, and yet keep getting busted. Can't make it up. He removed the other video now. We got you again. Got you again. Got you. I'm going to make a recording off this recording. The video is private, unavailable technology we have over here, as you can see. Not even matching. And here it is over here. Just for the Cinemax. Got to pause it there. Matching perfectly with no problem whatsoever. And we got you everywhere, man. We got you posted everywhere on this video. Everywhere. But this is the one basically that hits you the hardest. Because this is the one that shows you deleting the video, marking the video private, right in the middle of a live stream when you got caught. Because we realized that the title we had for that video, which was supposed to be the first one, is matching the second one. And that shouldn't be. And anybody on YouTube, and don't try to use that whole thing. No, YouTube doesn't let you do that. They don't. YouTube, you can't title the same video as the same because it's considered to be spamming. That's why. The videos have to be different. So your video right here is definitely coming up the same as the first one. But we got you on it.
Which means he went in, he deleted the original video and changed the title to this video. Because in the original video, you were on camera. We had the original. So you explained to me how we have a video over here showing you on camera, displaying screen paint, talking all this craziness, but yet over here on your channel, it doesn't exist. Where is it? This is the only thing that's coming up. And it's still not doing you any good. It's still not helping you out. Because in this video, the video unavailable. Oh, we can't make it up. We can't make it up. We can't make it up. Busted. You're a scammer. You're nothing more than a scammer. And yet keep getting busted. Can't make it up. He removed the other video now. We got you again. We got you again. Can't make it up. Look what it says right here. Let me go run the video. The video is private, unavailable. Because he got caught. He got busted.
This is mine now.
That we figured out.
Well, everybody's belongs to everybody now.
Deleted the original video.
But you were scamming
Oh,
people.
by the way, we got a copy of that too, so good luck on that one. But anyway.
That's our paint now. Well, that's everybody's paint now. And I'm pretty sure a couple other people are probably making it too as we speak. Let's see. I want to make one short and sweet. We got two of these short and sweet. We want to need one of these short and sweet. So I'm going to do one more. And the other demonstration you want to do, we're going to have, so people have to go back to 147. We're going to go back to 147. And we're going to show exactly him deleting the video off his account. Because right here, you can see the name of the product. That's what he's calling it right there. And when we go back to here, we got 117. There's the title of the video right there. Showing a receipt that you're bearing in your hand right there. That video is missing. And we come back up here to 117, and there's the same video, same title, but different video. That's the second video we found. So you can go in and look for it yourself. You can slow it down for yourself and check it out. And that's the video we clicked on that you got rid of too. So while we're there, I'm going to bring this down here. We got that on pause. I'm going over to track down your video again. As a matter of fact, I'm saving it for the next video. I'll be back. Thank you all, and God bless.